Hello everyone! So today, StarStable had just come out with a new update that has changed the way that horses move. It has changed the transitionings from the animations from one to another, and they said that it will generally improve the horses' looks and make them feel more realistic. I've just done a bit of testing, and I can honestly say that I have mixed feelings about this update. Sure, in the future, yes, it will make things a little more realistic and, help them just move better. But honestly, as of right now, in the beginning stages of this update, I'm not seeing that. Allow me to elaborate on what I have found. So, we're using a Percheron today, excuse me, to highlight every single thing that is wrong with this. Okay, first of all, you've probably already noticed the sliding. Please stare at the back feet while turning. Look at where the foot starts versus where the foot ends in the circle. It just looks like the horse is Tokyo drifting. It looks like a car, honestly. It does not look like... Let's move back a little more. It does not look normal. Now, obviously, when you're standing still, like, that looks fine. It's good. But I don't know if this is something they're gonna fix. I don't know how they'd fix this, but it just doesn't look good. I've also noticed that the turning is a lot faster. Should definitely help during races and stuff like that. Now, another thing that I've noticed, so this, where your feet land, it's a lot more noticeable here on the sand. It's really hard to see. We'll do it on the cobble here. Again, pay attention to where the feet are when they move. It's so slidey. Now, at a trot you can see this, even at a lope you can see this, but as soon as you get into your canter and your gallop, it's not as obvious. That's also another thing that I've had quarrels with StarStable for, is that they know nothing about horses, and they go with like slow gallop and fast gallop for what they call their gates. That's just really, really stupid in my opinion. I'm sorry, but it's dumb. StarStable, get your stuff together and figure out what you're talking about. You're running a horse game and you know nothing about horses. Anyway, another thing I've noticed, it is so much harder to... Okay, so I'm at a walk right now. Let's say I want to lope. You used to be able to click, click, and you'd be in a lope like that. Now, the only reason it was that quick and I did it really well was because I'd been doing a little bit of practice. But now what happens is, so click, click. See, I'm only in a trot now. And so basically what's going on now is that instead of the horse immediately responding to what gait you wish to achieve, click, click would be a lope, but it's only a trot. It is because there is a half-second delay when you switch gaits to where it'll respond to going up into the next one. So essentially what that means is you either need to learn when you can click for the next gate and it'll actually go into it, or you just need to spam it like I do to be able to get up into the gate that you want. But it does slow down and like go into backing up way quicker, so that is very, very nice. You also like when you run up a hill and like how it would you'd run up a hill and you'd immediately get stopped or whatever. It doesn't do that anymore as bad. Oh, that was a bad example. You can run and it'll like just see there you go. Look at how quickly we were able to recover and continue running up this hill. Like that was very, very smooth. So there are some good things to this update, I will admit. Now let's see, like if we slide down here, if I jumped from here, it would make me stop, but look, it doesn't. Like things like that are just a better quality of life. Now, also with jumping, like, you can instant rapid fire jump essentially, and at a lope, what I find interesting, like this doesn't look natural. This is kind of broken in my opinion to to do that. It looks like we lagged out of the game and we're just waiting for it to crash. But I digress. Another thing I'd like to point out that is an extremely big problem that I think StarStable needs to bug fix. Let's say we want to bog walk or moose walk, whatever you prefer to call it. See, I've been trying. I'm holding shift and it won't do it. Now, this is what you have to do to get up into a bog walk, a passo largo, a running walk, a tolt. You have to hold shift, walk, and then click up once to be able to get up into this gate. It no longer works to where you can just hold shift and spam forward. See, it's, you have to, see there, I'm like holding shift and spamming forward. It just makes you go into your typical walk, trot, lope, canter, gallop. But see, it just won't work. So you have to be at a walk, hold shift, and then press up. it no longer, yeah, it's very, very particular now. It's a lot harder to get into this animation, whereas before, you know, you could just be stopped and then just hold shift and spam forward and it would do it. I don't like that. I like when we were able to just spam forward and get up into that that speed. I mean, maybe it's more realistic that you have to be in a walk before doing it. I mean, sure, I guess, but I don't know. When this update is a whole quality of life thing, I feel like this is just a bug. And other than that, like, it is, you know, if I don't want to trot, let's say I want to go straight from my walk to a lope, or, you know, a trot to a canter, you have to be, see that? You have to be very particular. You have to press up, up, down, down, instead of up, up, if that made any sense at all. So you have to wait half a second before you can click it again to get it looking smooth. So if you're doing some routine or whatever, or you're doing some whatever, and you're trying to get a quick transition from a gait that is more than one speed difference, it is very hard and requires a lot of practice now. But overall, like, there are definitely some little bugs and glitches with this update, but hopefully it gets fixed. Like, this just doesn't look natural. It's definitely going to be easier to race now because, you know, if I run into this rock, I can way easier get moving again versus being stuck standing for a bit and going through the awkward animations and trying to get back to a gallop. So there are some benefits to it, but yeah, I still see a lot of issues with it, and I hope it'll get better. But that'll be all from me. Thank you guys for watching, and I should upload another video soon. I've just gotten really lazy and didn't record enough B-roll for it, so bye.